In the 100-year history of American naval aviation, no pilot has scored more aerial victories than Captain David McCampbell. On October 24th alone, McCampbell, outnumbered 30-1 by various Japanese aircraft, took to the skies with his wingman and scored 9 aerial victories in a single day, cementing himself as the greatest pilot in the history of the United States Navy. McCampbell was born on January 16, 1910 in Bessemer, Alabama. At age 12, his family moved from Alabama to West Palm Beach, Florida. He was appointed to the United States Naval Academy in 1929, where he played football and was a member of the swim team. Graduating in the middle of the Great Depression with the class of 1933, there were not enough Navy commissions available for the Academy graduates, so he was placed in the United States Navy Reserve. After being ordered to active duty in June 1934, he started flight training at Naval Air Station Pensacola, Florida. He received his wings as a naval aviator on April 21, 1938, and was originally assigned to Fighter Squadron 4 on the aircraft carrier USS Ranger in May 1940. After surviving the sinking of the aircraft carrier USS Wasp on September 15, 1942, he was stationed at Naval Air Station Melbourne in Florida, being promoted to lieutenant commander. McCampbell's first chance at a combat role would come in February 1944 when he was assigned as commander of Air Group 15 aboard the aircraft carrier USS Essex. He flew the Grumman F-6F Hellcat, a carrier-based aircraft that would dominate the Pacific during the war. This rugged and heavily armed aircraft was designed specifically to combat the Japanese Zero fighter aircraft, being fitted with a 2,000 horsepower Pratt & Whitney R2800 double wasp engine, 6 50 caliber machine guns, and reinforced with steel plating and self-sealing fuel tanks. On June 11, 1944, while flying his Grumman F-6F Hellcat over the island of Saipan in the Mariana Islands, he achieved his first aerial victory of the war, downing a Japanese Zero. 2 days later over Saipan, on June 13th, he would down his second aircraft, a Japanese twin-engine bomber Ki-49 Helen. On June 19th, he would achieve the rare feat of ace in a day, downing 5 Japanese Judy dive bombers and 2 Zeros during the battle that would become known as the Great Marianas Turkey Shoot. However, McCampbell's career-defining moment came 4 months later during the air battle of Leyte Gulf, the largest naval battle of the Second World War. By the time of the Battle of Leyte Gulf, the Japanese Navy was on its last legs, desperately launching large numbers of aircraft with poorly trained pilots in an attempt to stop the American onslaught. On October 24, 1944, while on the Essex, radar personnel spotted a large formation of Japanese attack aircraft headed for the task force. With little time to prepare a full squadron of fighters, McCampbell and his wingman, Roy Rushing, launched to intercept the incoming planes. Climbing to 30,000 feet, they spotted the incoming formation consisting of 60 Japanese aircraft, including dozens of A-6M Zeros escorting bombers. Without waiting for reinforcements, McCampbell dove his Hellcat into the enemy formation. He immediately hit a Japanese Zero, sending it crashing into the ocean below. What followed was one of the greatest days of combat in the history of American aviation. After downing his first enemy aircraft, he would swoop back in and down another and then another. After running out of ammunition, instead of heading back to his carrier, he pursued an enemy aircraft until it ran out of fuel and crashed into the ocean below. By the end of the day, he had downed 9 enemy aircraft, including 7 Zeros and 2 Oscars, setting a U.S. single-mission aerial combat record. His wingman shot down another 6 Japanese aircraft, bringing the total for the day between the pair to 15. This day would also make him the only American airman to achieve Ace in a Day status twice. When he landed on the USS Langley, due to the Essex flight deck not being cleared, his machine guns had just 2 rounds remaining, and his Hellcat had to be manually released from the arrestor wire due to complete fuel exhaustion. By the end of the Second World War, he had achieved a total of 34 aerial victories, making him the top fighter ace in U.S. Navy history. During his time as a combat pilot, he was awarded the Medal of Honor, Navy Cross, Silver Star, and numerous Distinguished Flying Cross medals. After the war, he continued serving in the Navy, reaching the rank of Rear Admiral. He retired from the Navy in 1964, but his legacy and heroics live on in the history of American naval aviation. McCampbell passed away on June 30th, 1996 in Riviera Beach, Florida at the age of 86. His actions, along with the actions of thousands of other American pilots during the war, helped quell Japanese aggression and bring an end to the deadliest war in human history. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe for more incredible stories of military history. Also, let me know in the comments who you believe to be the greatest U.S. fighter ace in history. Thanks for watching.